Influenza, the virus that causes the flu, is one of the most common infectious diseases. Now, there are three types of influenza that infect humans, called Type A, Type B, and Type C. Type A is the most common and causes the most severe illness. One reason is that the virus has a tendency to mutate its H and N glycoproteins during replication. And this allows daughter viruses to form that are slightly different from one another and from the parent virus. Over time, if enough of these small changes happen, even if somebody's immune to the original virus, the mutated virus might have H and N glycoproteins that are different enough to allow it to evade antibodies, and therefore infect someone who is immune to previous strains. This process is called genetic drift, and is why individuals can get sick from influenza year after year, or from two different strains of influenza in the same year. In addition, a process called antigenic shift is where sometimes a virus will be circulating among animal populations like pigs or chickens, and then it'll suddenly change in a way that allows the virus to infect humans as well. This happens when the same cell, let's say a pig cell, gets infected with two similar flu viruses. For example, a flu strain that usually infects humans, and one that usually infects pigs. Since the viral genome is in segments of RNA, the pieces might reassort, or mix, allowing new viruses to have a mix of RNA segments in them. Reassortment results in viruses that have entirely new hemagglutinin, neuraminidase, or both. When a virus is produced that can infect human cells and has entirely new proteins, people have little or no protection against it, and it can rapidly spread through the population. This antigenic shift process is responsible for three major influenza pandemics in the 20th century, including the Spanish flu in 1918, which killed 3% of the world's entire population at the time. Now, the flu is transmitted when an infected person sneezes or coughs, which spreads thousands of droplets containing the virus into the local area, up to about 2 meters or 6 feet away. These droplets can then land in the mouths or noses of people nearby, or get inhaled into the lungs. The virus can also survive on surfaces for a few hours, so it's possible to get the virus by touching a surface, like a contaminated doorknob, and then touching your own eyes, nose, or mouth.